welcome back to Kitten and the first whip video of 2024. So I hope that you all had an amazing Christmas and a very happy new year. It is business as usual, but I've got quite a lot to go through today, so I'm gonna make a start. I am working on Firefly firework. I will insert an image here of what the canvas will look like once it's complete. I'm actually I've got down to the last dragon, so we're now coming into some more confetti areas. I've got a little way to go, but not too much. It's getting there. I did manage to get a fair bit done between Christmas and New Year, so that's helpful. So today I am using, I've still got Calb Sparkles penguin cover sheets on. I may switch them out for something else, so I'll get my release sheet booklets down. These are specially designed folders for the release papers, so I may switch them out and do something else just because Christmas is over. I do hope that you are all well. Thank you for joining me for this video. If you have never watched my videos before, I do hope that you will enjoy. Please do like and subscribe. All relevant information is in the description box as usual. But yeah, just want to try and get on with this. So I'm also using one of my new soft grip pens. I did put 6 up yesterday. There will be another 6 going up by the end of this week. I chose to keep this one because it's got a little groove in there where I didn't get it on the stand properly. Can you see? I just end up with crap ones basically. I'm also using the purple, the lavender for Lisa tray that was the limited edition tray for December, as launched during #DIYDP November 23. So for any info, you know, pens, trays, blah 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 blah, I do have some news on trays, so I am going to announce that on this video. But there's a lot to cover, there's a lot to do. So first of all, I'm going to prep my diamond painting area, so that is going to include taking off these cover papers. So what have I got that I can put on instead? I don't want to use my deer, I don't want to use my dragons yet because I've got space there. I might use my butterflies. Ooh, all my diamonds. What have I got in this one? You can get these release paper booklets from Penni at Calb Sparkles. Let's use my, I'm going to use my my name ones because these are limited edition. They've just got Sam written on them. So let's take these off and we will put these away until next year. Yes, I have gone into 2 booklets because I had so many. But I do love, I'm proper enjoying having cover papers again. You know, I have used tape for a long time, but I've got into the habit again of, you know, if I want a bigger section, I just take 2 off. And I think with the advent of the new rippable cover sheets, these cover papers will come in very handy for that, I think. And you know, not putting washi tape on is one step that we don't then have to do. So I'm going to pop these into this one. Absolutely love these booklets. They hold the cover papers so easily, and you know, they don't fall out, and the bands are lovely, and you know, they've got purple rings. So if you are interested, please do take a look at Calb Sparkles on Etsy. The link is in the description box below. So noise wise, if you haven't been here before, you may be able to hear the 3D printers in the background. As always, I am frantically printing. You know, that's standard, but there are some changes coming. So I'm going to go through first of all what happened over Christmas, because that's important if I can get my cover paper to stay back long enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cover papers on. So let's do that one first. So what I try and do is give myself a little bit of an overlap. Now I don't worry too much. I don't bother lining them up at this point. I line up as I'm working on it. You know, that is just the way that I work, because it's very easy then to set up the next one. So with this one, I know that I can go there, and what I'm doing is I'm just making sure I leave an overlap so that I can peel them off, but not too much of one, like that. If you do happen to lay your cover papers and you haven't got something to pick them up, a pair of tweezers to catch that edge will work just as well. But who wouldn't want to use their named cover papers like so? Plus I've got enough to do the whole canvas, so just lay them on roughly like so. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop them there, is I then take my cover paper to the last row. Let's move that one down a little bit because it's not quite level. And then I'm going to run my scissors down there. I apologise if this isn't in shot. It may be, it depends how crafty I am with the editing over whether I zoom in or zoom out enough. So at the minute I've got it quite zoomed out. But yeah, just get that section prepped. And we just get rid of that annoying plastic. Although I've got used to working with plastic now, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. Okay, what have I got on my canvas? I've got something sitting on there, a bit of plastic or something. Let's get rid of that. There we go. I am using double-sided tape in my pen, and I have a single placer and a 10 placer, and that's mainly because I've had huge areas of colour blocking on this canvas. However, as we're getting down in here, I may switch it out for a 6 or a 7, just because, you know, I've got a little bit more confetti. The changes I have made on this canvas, I have switched out the vast majority of AB, white AB, for glow-in-the-dark drills. It's now rolled up so you won't be able to see that, but if you have a look on previous videos, I have shown what that looks like. So, am I ready? I think I am. I think I am. Okay, so I'm going to go. So this is, I work different ways. It depends what the canvas is. Sometimes, just making sure I'm still recording, sometimes I will do the large areas of colour blocking first and then fill in the smaller amounts. Today I'm going to start in this corner. So I have got the downwards arrow symbol, which is my 890. Beautiful dark green. And give it a nice little tap to get them all lined up. I've got a couple there that are stuck together. And I'm going to start with this colour, and then I'll move on to the next colour next to it and work my way out. So, Christmas wise, okay, had a very, very busy week the week before Christmas, because obviously I had people's nails and that as well. Plus I took on an extra job on the Friday, but I finished on Friday the 22nd. On the 23rd we headed off to my father-in-law's house to meet up with his wife, and we took the dogs for a lovely walk around I think it's called Hinchinbrook Park or something. Anyway, we had a walk around there with the dogs, which was very nice, and then we had a little meal. Christmas Eve I spent wrapping. That is right, wrapping. You can call me last minute Sam, because literally the Monday before Christmas we ordered all the presents on Amazon. They were delivered over the next couple of days. I then wrapped them all on Christmas Eve. But it was fine. It was absolutely fine. And I just had a really quiet Christmas Eve. As you know, we went live, me and Penny. So that was really nice. To spend that amount of time with you guys right before Christmas was fabulous. Now, I did film ahead. I try my hardest to have at least 2 videos and 1 live per week. That is as close to having a schedule as I can get. However, with this new year, I'm going to try and get some sort of schedule into play, because I know, as a diamond painter myself, I like to know when people are putting shit up. I really do. So I'm going to try my hardest to get some, but you know, life happens. So anyway, we did the live Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, had a very quiet day. It was just the 4 of us for Christmas dinner. I was cooking. Christmas morning, me and Ashley took the dogs for a nice long walk. I then came home and cooked dinner. We had dinner about 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. It was very nice, if I do say so myself. And then, yeah, I didn't really get much diamond painting done. I had pulled out the Snoopy canvas. And literally, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, I did all of 1.5 sections. I really didn't get a lot done. It is still on my little portable table, waiting to be completed. But anyway, didn't get as much done as I wanted. Boxing Day. Now, Boxing Day, in the previous 3 years, we have had a family evening on a Christmas Eve. Now, the issue that we had is, obviously, I was working, because I used to work at least 2 of the 3 days of Christmas, and this year I wasn't, so we switched it to Boxing Day, and that worked a lot better because A, my son's partner had all of her children Boxing Day, so it meant we could all get together. It also meant that I was able to do a buffet on Boxing Day rather than doing another roast dinner, which is what we've done previously. So we had the day at home, and we got food prepped and everything. My son turned up at 4 o'clock. I'd said to everybody, you know, we're eating around 6. No, they turned up at 4 o'clock. I then went out and picked up my daughter and her partner and my granddaughter, and we had a little party. We all had some food, we swapped presents. It was fabulous. And for me, nothing better than Christmas with my kids, you know, no matter how old they get. But it was a really, really nice evening. We all had a drink. Well, I didn't drink because obviously I was driving. My daughter and granddaughter and her partner were actually here until about 11. We had quite a late one. So yeah, that was Boxing Day done, so that was nice. And then we had a day or 2 just at home chilling, which is when I got the majority of my diamond painting done. And that was the plan, that was the reason behind prepping videos ahead of time. I wanted to be able to just sit and diamond paint over Christmas. And although I didn't get much done on Snoopy, and I'm a bugger for that, because I know now I probably won't get anything done on it for a bit, but like me and my husband, because we get this time off together, which we wouldn't normally have, this is our planning, you know, this is what we're going to do for the next year. What are we going to do different? What do we want to achieve? And one of the things that I want to achieve this year is to get some of these canvases done. And I decided that I can very easily get this finished this month if I just work on this. So the Snoopy canvas is to one side right now. And I'm going to concentrate on getting this one done. Because what I'd like to do is I'd like to have a vote for the next round drill canvas that I do. That said, I don't actually have that many round drill canvases kitted up, so I'm going to use the couple that I've got, plus I am going to kit up another, so I should have at least 3 for you guys to choose from. So I will do that next week. I will put out what canvases they are so we can start voting. There is a reason I'm waiting until next week. So that is that. The Saturday, on the Saturday before Christmas, my son and his partner, I can't say daughter-in-law because they're not married, but you know, she is, in essence, she is. They've been together 3 years. So anyway, they have massively got into a show called My Haunted Hotel. As you all know, I love a bit of ghost busting. I really do. And I do have a number of ghost hunting tools. You know, if you are into that sort of thing, you will know what I mean when I say I have got an SB7 spirit box. I have a K2 meter. I have a digital recorder. You know, the basic ghost hunting tools. So on the Saturday, they've been to My Haunted Hotel for a meal, and they're proper into it. And I've been watching the show as well, which I have to say is really good. It's basically a hotel in Chester that is haunted, and what they do is they invite people to stay over, and they do like mini investigations. But because they're doing it all the time, and because they've got all these cameras, they are monitoring that building 24/7. So it's an ongoing investigation. So anyway, they went there for a meal, and we decided that we're going to try and book in at some point this year now to go and stay over, which will be amazing. Cannot wait. Anyway, on the Saturday before New Year, my son, they were telling me they'd gone between Christmas and New Year because it was Vicky's birthday, so they were going to be telling me about what happened, and they're like, oh, we'll tell you all when we see you, blah 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 blah. Anyway, ended up going over to theirs to, number 1, find out what happened and what it was like, and number 2, to do a little investigation in their house. It was so much fun, and I haven't done anything like that with my son for a long time. You know, he's 35. So we had such a good night, and then obviously the next day was New Year's Eve. Now, we don't do anything New Year's Eve. Usually what happens is we will have a roast dinner New Year's Day, but New Year's Eve we usually stay at home and we play a game, or we watch films, and we wait for the fireworks on the TV at midnight, and we have a drink and we see the new year in, and that's it, you know. Well, this year Ashley had a ticket for the local pub. They were putting something on, so he was going to that. My plan was pretty much to retire upstairs and just watch programmes. Anyway, my son then messaged me saying, what are you doing? What are you doing for New Year? So I'm like, well, you know, if you want to come over, you can. So Ashley went off to the pub because he's not into the spooky stuff. And me, my son, my mum, and my daughter-in-law, let's say, it's easier just to say daughter-in-law, we sat and did an investigation in this house. It was so much fun. So that's what we were doing when the clock struck 12. We then stopped and wished each other a happy new year. Ashley messaged me he called me about 12 and went, are you done with the spooky stuff yet? So I'm like, yeah, you can come home. So that's what we were doing New Year. But it was just a really nice, relaxed family Christmas, which is, for me, what Christmas is all about, isn't it? Now, at this point, I would just like to just send a little message out to one of my lovely subscribers, Villica, who sadly lost her mum on the 21st of December. As you know, I lost my dad this year too, and I was absolutely devastated. So to lose a parent at Christmas as well. So my heart goes out to you, Villica, you know, thinking of you, and wishing you all the best, my lovely. So anyway, that was our new year. So what are the plans for this year? Well, number one, right, we now have 3 machines. So yes, I do want to do more limited edition colours. And as I've said before, I'm always trying out new filaments to find new colours, blah, 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 blah. Now, one of the filaments that we got was a rainbow filament, which my husband wanted to try. They don't work very well on trays because they're quite flat, but certainly on things like the funnels, they work much better. So I have printed a load of funnels. So if you are looking on the shop right now, I have updated the shop with all the trays that I've got, also the funnels and the pens. The pens go so quickly and I am so pleased. I've had a lot of people say to me how much they love the pens and everything. Thank you. And I know that they're not the most perfect pen in the world, you know, they don't lok amazing. I'm still learning how it works, but I do enjoy making them and I love using them. They are so much kinder on my hands, which means I get much longer to diamond paint without cramping. So the pens are now listed as soft grip pens. That's what I've called them. Penny, for instance, calls them squishes. You know, that's fine. Well, I didn't want to call them squishes because that's what we call the little foam bits that they give us from Diamond Art Club, isn't it? So, yeah, they're soft grip pens. Now, the thing with those are they are made from a special polymer foam clay, which is air drying, and it takes a good week for them to air dry. So I can only make so many at a time, and they do need to cure. And of course I might make 12 pens, but I might only end up with 10 that I can actually put on, because sometimes they will split, sometimes they, you know, if I don't put them on the stand properly, they end up with little divots in and whatever. Please do not buy one of these pens if you are a perfectionist, because they are not. However, they are functional. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. They are very comfortable and very light to use. So I will keep making them for as long as people want to buy them. I would like to say that I will experiment with different patterns and all that sort of thing, but the truth is I don't need to overstretch myself any more than I already am, because let's face it, I'm busy. You know, in the grand scheme of things, I'm always busy, which is where this last week has come in, which I will get to in a minute. So there are pens on there at the moment, there are trays on there, and there are the funnels. So I have done 2 of the Tic Tac funnels and 10 of the round drill. Now, somebody bought one of the funnels last night and messaged me because they were concerned that it said Tic Tac funnel. Please note that when your order comes through, it tells me on the order which one it is. I know I've only got 2 Tic Tac funnels on there, whereas on the other listing there is 10. So what I am going to do at some point this week, because I've got a quieter week this week, I'm actually going to separate the listings, because I am not going to make the Tic Tac funnels all the time. I'm going to make those to order, and that is purely because a lot of people don't use the small Tic Tac boxes, and they are only usable with the small Tic Tac boxes, not the large ones. So I'm going to separate the listing out to make it easier. The number on each listing is to show me which pen you have chosen, because you can only put 10 photographs up on each listing. and because I have the capacity to make 12 pens, it is easier just to put up a couple of pictures and put numbers on the pictures. It's a lot quicker. So I will change that this week as well. Okay, other things that I need to mention. Of course, you will have seen that I did reach my 1,000 subscriber mark. On Christmas Eve, I have to say, I was over the moon. It was the best Christmas present ever. So I do need to do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. But it's going to be very special this year. Let me just let the dog in. She's scratching the door. Come on then, Monty. What is the matter? What is the matter? She wants fuss. So I do need to do a video, and that will be coming later this week, because there is a special foot prize. Not only will there be a little goodie box, but there will also be 2 special trays which are not available to anybody else. There's only 2 sets made. Penny has got one, and the winner, I'm going to do 3 winners, and then out of those 3 winners, 1 other winner will also win the chance to pick the colour for a limited edition tray. And that will be the next limited edition colour coming out, which I think is fabulous. Now, I do have a spring colour, but I've had to put that on hold for the minute because there is other news with trays, but that will be coming later this week. Please keep an ear out or an eye out, or, you know, hit that notification bell so that you get updated for the news on that, because there is a lot that's going to be going on this year. Okay, on the subject of trays, the beauty of having an Etsy shop is the fact that the Etsy do give you a breakdown of things that are doing. Now, something that we've noticed, or that I've noticed, and I had this last year as well, over the time period I have had 2 colours that I was doing, the white and the grey. Now, what I have noticed is that the grey sells reasonably well. The white only sells if there isn't any other colour. That is the God's honest truth, and I think it's purely because we're all used to having, if you can hear jumping, it's the dog. She's playing with a toy, just in case you wondered. Yeah, so the white only sell if there's nothing else available. So I have made a decision that I am changing the colours that I will be stocking all the time. So we are going to keep the grey. It could be the light grey, it could be the silver grey, but we're keeping the grey colour because people do buy those, and I think it is purely because you can get a white tray anywhere. So to replace the white colour, so what I'm going to say is I am not making any more white trays. What is on the shop is what is on there. That's it. There will be no more made. Phasing it out. So if you want a white tray, go on and grab them now before they go, because I'm not making any more. So the big announcement is that I am going to switch to having 2 colours still. We are going to do the grey. We are also going to do the pink. You heard right. We are going to be stocking the pink as a standard colour. I am currently making pink trays as we speak, and as soon as I've got a good half a dozen of both sizes, they will be going up for sale. So you will be able to get the pink tray or the grey tray as standard. I have to say, I use my pink tray more than any other. I don't like a white tray. I use my pink. So that is a big decision. Now also, so that will be happening as soon as I can get some stock built up, and I probably should have waited until I had some. but you know, it is what it is. So please, if you want a white tray, please grab one before they go. The other tray news obviously is we still haven't got a working model for a large tray yet. I am going to jump on my husband to get that done as soon as possible, because I need a bigger tray. Anyone who uses a 9 or 10 placer will know we need a bigger tray, so I'm going to get on to him about that. But yeah, that will be a change coming up in the very near future. So once the white have gone, there will be no more. All the printers have stopped printing now. They're all sort of coming to the end. So recently, as you know, we added in the funnels. We also have another item that we will be adding in very soon. Alongside that item, I will also do, there you go, I will also do a video to go alongside it. So I'm chuffed about that. So that's something to look forward to. Is that all my shop news? I think it is. I think it is. I will say on the shop, if you order something and you are in any doubt whatsoever, please just leave me a note on the order. I do read them. You know, it's very easy for me to then come back and say, okay, I can do that, blah, 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 blah. You know, that is the goal for this year, is to increase what we are selling. So if you've got any ideas on tools or something that you would like that would help your diamond painting experience, please do comment below, because you know, it might just be possible, which would be amazing. So that's the goal for this year. The goal this year is to build up the shop. It is to increase subscribers. That's the standard one if you're doing YouTube. You know, you're always looking to build. So there will be a video later on this week with the competition, the giveaway rules, etc. So I'll do that later on in the week. I think it'll be very exciting to choose your own limited edition tray. Not only do you get to choose that limited edition tray, but I can promise you that yours will be the first trays off the machine in that colour. I don't even do my own first, so please do keep an eye out for those details. Got very, very sticky double-sided tape at the minute. I swished that around because I picked those up as well. Not very neatly, I hasten to add. But at least I'm getting through this. So I'm going to take a quick break and I'm going to sort these machines out and then I'll come back. So that's all the printers back up and running. Have no idea what I was talking about. Right, so let's get to this week. So lovely Christmas off. I had a lovely week. Lots of times where I didn't get up till quite late. Monday we had a big Sunday dinner type thing, and my daughter and her partner came over for that. I'm having issues with my multi-placer. So that was really nice because I got to see my granddaughter again. And then it was back to work on Tuesday. Now, you know what it's like when you've had a bit of time off. It's always difficult to get back into the swing of things. But, you know, I got the car loaded up with my bags. Oh, my God, the bloody dog. Hang on. Are you coming in or not? You can come in, but you can't keep going in and out. It's Storm. She likes to be around people. She likes to be in the same space as someone, so she may ask to go back out again in a minute. Anyway, so Tuesday. So here's what I would normally do. I work Tuesday to Friday, and on a Tuesday I will head to my boss's house and I will pick up all of the keys for the week. I do the job over the week, and then on a Friday when I finish, I will pop the keys back through the door so that I don't disturb them. And that's standard. And then every month on the 20th, we order all of the products that we need for the rest of the month. So we did our order before Christmas as normal. So I knew that I was picking up keys and products. And as you can imagine, when you ask for 4 bottles of bleach and a bottle of laundry sanitizer and polish and bin bags and hoover bags and Viacal, you know, it makes quite heavy bags. So anyway, there was me, got all ready to go and pick my stuff up. Tuesday, number one, it was absolutely miserable weather. It was cold, it was wet, it was awful. So I head off to go and pick up my keys and my cleaning products. Now my boss has got quite a large house. They have a driveway at the side, but in front of the house they have this half gravelled, half grass area, which they very often park on. So, you know, it gets a bit churned up and whatever. But anyway, I parked behind my boss's car on the driveway. I got out of the car. I walked around the front of the car and headed up the path, knocked on the door, got my keys, Happy New Year, blah, blah, blah. And I was then given these 3 bags. So I had a bag that was full of cloths because I needed some replacement cloths. And I had 2 bags with multiple bottles of bleach, etc. in. So they were quite heavy. Because it was raining and because this stuff was going straight in the boot of the car, I decided that instead of walking back round on the path, that I would cut across this grass area. So my boss goes in, closes the door. I head off in my Crocs to cross this bit of grass, and I literally lost my footing in mud. My legs both went straight up in the air. I landed on my back in the mud with all this stuff, and I was so embarrassed. It was like I proper went down quite badly. So I decided to get up as quickly as I could and get in the car and get away before anyone saw me, because who wants to be caught flat on their back, covered in mud in the rain? I was so embarrassed. So I jumped into the car, wet bum and everything. I had mud all up the back of my leggings, all up the back of my my hoodie. I get to the first house. I luckily wasn't hurt, you know, I didn't fall and hurt anywhere. I was just really embarrassed. So I get to the first house and they've got a babysitter there because the kids hadn't gone back to school yet. So I kind of got myself sorted and to go up the stairs without this person seeing the back of me, because literally I had the biggest mudslide up my back that was possible. I end up in the bathroom with a load of cloths, frantically trying to clear as much of the mud off as I can, because going home and getting changed is not an option. You know, I've got a job to do. So I was just like hugely embarrassed. I then messaged Ashley and just said, I had the biggest slip and slide in mud this morning that I've ever had. And his answer was literally, well, you haven't fallen over for a while. You know, that's how clumsy I am. If it's going to happen, it will freaking happen to me. Anyway, I did my work and managed to get away with it. And I came home and sort of was telling my husband and my mum and just laughing, basically. And I said to my husband, if I wake up tomorrow and I'm bloody bruised to hell and back, you know why. You know, that's why. Well, that's not what happened. What happened was I woke up once and went to the loo. And then I woke up the second time at about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I literally went to get up out of bed and could not lift my head off the pillow. Yes, that is right. Anyone who has had this condition will know exactly what I'm talking about. I had whiplash. How hard must I have gone down in that mud to give myself whiplash? And I'm laughing because it is funny. No, I did not notify my boss after I fell over because I was embarrassed and I just wanted to get out of there. No, I'm not proud of it, but I actually wasn't hurt anywhere else. Literally just had whiplash. So Wednesday especially, driving around, turning my head was not pleasant. Thursday it wasn't so bad. By Friday it was much better, and it is much better now. So not only did I fall down hard enough to give myself whiplash, my tray's all sticky, it's not, the drills aren't lining up very well. Let me get my pink tray out because I think my purple one just needs a bit of a clean. They're all sticking. I put a little note in with everybody's orders now for trays. If your tray starts to stick like this, it is because it needs cleaning. So the best way to clean your tray is warm, not hot, lukewarm, soapy water. Give it a good squiz around and let it air dry. If you then use a static sheet, like a dryer sheet or whatever, to finish drying it off, it will stop it sticking. And it just happens because obviously you're using your wax, your putty, whatever you're using as your medium. It can get on the tray and it can cause issues. See, much better. So yeah, just give it a clean with lukewarm warm water. Do not use hot water, it will distort your tray. Okay, so back to the thing. This first week back, not only did I have now an additional job on a Friday because the client has specifically asked to be switched to my list, but every day this week I had someone in for nails or brows or both. So Tuesday, 2 jobs, which was 5 hours. I came home, I had a quick break, I had 2 people in at 4 o'clock for 2 sets of nails, so I finished at about 6:20. So I then did dinner, and this one's sticking a bit as well. I'm not doing well, am I, today? Let me see if I can give it a bit of a clean. But you know, it's nice to use the pink tray because people ask about this tray all the time. It's the one tray that I get requested all the time. So I'm going to use literally just a dryer sheet. I'm going to give it a good old squiz round. Let me do this one while I'm at it, just in case that's all it is. I only have 2 machines running at the minute, so one is printing pink trays and one is printing grey. So let's put that to one side. I'll keep that because I can use that still. Yeah, it was just an incredibly busy week. Wednesday, I was up at 5:45. I start work on a Wednesday at 7:30. So I did the first job. I then had a 3-hour job. I finished at about 12:30. I then shot home. I had orders to do, so I got as many orders done as I possibly could. I then had someone coming in at sort of 5:30. So did that client. By the time I got done with that, it was 7 o'clock. Of course, we had dinner. I was straight upstairs into bed, and that was pretty much what happened this week. And because I'd had a week off, and because Friday especially I had 3 clients now, so it was 6 hours of cleaning, and to get done early enough for me to drop the keys off meant that I was going pretty much job to job. So what happened Friday, I would normally go live. I literally got home, I had someone in at 6 o'clock for brows and lashes, got that done, and decided to have a quick nap, which meant I didn't wake up for the live. So I was just exhausted, and do you know what, it's gonna happen, because let's face it, I'm working 2 jobs plus the Etsy and the YouTube, you know, plus I've got the school run to do. I'm a busy person, and that first week back after having a week where I didn't have to go to bed early, I didn't have to get up early, it killed me, you know. I've got a lot of health problems, and you know, add the fall into that as well. That was my week. So apologies if you were looking for a live on Friday and there wasn't one. I literally just slept through. But do you know what? It's Sunday. So yesterday I got all of the orders done that were remaining, did some sorting out, got stuff prepped, and decided that today is a filming day. So I have already filmed a short unboxing of sorts, obviously this whip as well, which will be going up today because I want to get it up. I also have a kitchen up to do, and of course I also need to sort out the details for the giveaway prizes, because you know, it's going to be a good one. Now moving forward, let's get, while we get on giveaway prizes, moving forward, a very quick shout out to Jamie. She knows who she is. I will be sending out your prize this week. My error, I forgot that you had 2 prizes, not just 1, so that's why I am on it. So Jamie, do not panic, it will be on its way, and I will add a couple of extra little bits in as an apology. So that said, I won't be doing giveaways at the same sort of frequency now. Now I've hit 1,000. I may do something when I get to 2,000, but I'm not going to be doing 1,250 or anything like that, because you know, it's a bit pointless. You know, now I've got my big one, which was my 1,000. I'm happy at that. And you know what? I would love this channel to grow. I really would. I love my little YouTube family. It has given me so much, but it's not the be all and end all for me, you know. Yes, it's handy to have because it helps me build the shop. The shop is where my future is. That's what I need to build on, because between sort of the nails and the shop, eventually I should be able to be a stay-at-home entrepreneur, as it were. Did I get all of those? Yes, I did. I'm just going to get, I've got one single one there in the C's, because the others I can multi-place, so I'm just going to get those little bits. This has made no difference in this tray, so please do take note that you do need to clean your trays now and again. It does help. And that is where we are. Yesterday, I mean, it took me yesterday a fair bit of time just to get the orders done, and a lot of the it's not a problem actually, but a lot of the reason is because obviously I do the little sticker kits now as a free gift, so I need to make those up before I can box the orders up, and you know, they take a little bit of time, but I just need to get in a routine. It'll be fine. So I'm off work tomorrow, obviously. Only needed 2, look, got like 12. I'm off work tomorrow, so tomorrow will also be some filming. I'm going to dab my double-sided tape on my dressing gown. Yeah, so tomorrow will be Why did I do that? Tomorrow will be a weekday. I think I had an order in last night, so I'll get out any orders that I've got. And I also want to do at least one more video if I don't get it done today, but we will see. And then hopefully this week I have nobody extra in at all, so I'm hoping that A, we'll be able to get some videos done ahead of time, and B, where is my 9? I've got a number 9 here somewhere. Where are you? You would think I've been doing this long enough that I'd know where all the drills were, wouldn't you? Yeah. No. Is the quick answer. And this is quite a large section. It's bigger than the one single cover paper section that I would normally do. So I'm going to go for the hourglass symbol next, which is this beautiful green. A lot more confetti now, but I'll be super stoked to get this one finished. Beautiful green that is. And I'm quite excited for the next round one as well. I have enjoyed working on the round more than I thought. I haven't done as many squares, but I would like to this month get this one finished, update what drills I need for my conversion, because you know I might need to purchase a few, because that's going to come around so fast. Not that long to go. So talking about hashtag DIYDP May 24. So yeah, that will come around quite quickly. If you didn't know at the minute, Penny from Calb Sparkles is doing her conversion challenge. Hashtag Calb's challenge, or Calb Sparkle challenge. I do apologise. I think it's Calb's challenge 24, where she is doing a conversion project every day throughout January to get it finished, which is phenomenal. And I can tell you, I have seen a picture of her current status. It looks amazing. It looks phenomenal. She's doing so well, so please do check that out. I will check out what it is, and I'll put it in the description box, the hashtag, so you can go find her. So that's very exciting. But yeah, I just want to get this one done so I can then do a vote for the next one. I haven't done any more on Demure Wisdom, so that's still ongoing. And obviously I've got the Snoopy one. Is that all of those? Yes, it is. So nearly done. I might as well carry on now because I've nearly done the whole section. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. So hopefully tomorrow I can do the video for the 1000 subscriber giveaway. It'll be very interesting to see what colour the winner chooses. And the benefit would be that limited edition colour will then be the limited edition colour for DIY DP May 24. That gives me time to find the right colour. I will liaise with whoever wins to make sure we get the right one. But there should be, I'm hoping to have a spring colour tray in February. That is the plan. So you will get the spring colour in February, and then there should be another limited edition tray for May, which will be amazing. And now I've got 3 machines, I can do it. I also have a new tool, like I said earlier. It has come off the printer. I just need to try it. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but you don't know until you try. So the proof is in the pudding, as they say. Rest of today, like I said, hopefully, I really want to film this kitting up. It's going to be a slightly longer video than normal. But I've got to kit up. I've got new storage. Do you know what I mean? Got to kit up. And I haven't got that many. I have done some moving around recently, so I can also at some point do an updated snug tour. How many have I got on there? I'm just going to have a quick check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got about 10 kitted up, which for me is not that many. As you all know, I had a fair few previously, so I've got room for one more. Plus, the one that I'm going to kit up is one that I need to get done relatively soon. So, and it's got lots of colours, so it should fit nicely into that 70 bottle case. So yeah, I always look forward to kitting up. Always. And I have to do this one slightly differently though because of the size of the stickers, but you know, why not? Why not? The other thing as well over Christmas, it was when you do YouTube, especially when you do YouTube for diamond painting, I mean, I'm quite busy, you know, I do have a lot on because I don't know how to say no to people. But sometimes the only diamond painting I might get done that week will be where I'm filming. And it's not the same. It's not the same as just being able to sit and just diamond paint without doing anything with it. And I really enjoyed that time over Christmas. Now the best day I have for filming and for diamond painting is actually a Sunday, like today, because I don't do anything. Other than cooking dinner, I don't do anything. It is literally my proper day off. And Monday, although I'm off work, I still have the school run to do. I still have parcels to do, so that's when I tend to do shop stuff. The only reason, oh, I've got some A's up there I didn't see. The only reason I didn't get them all done like this week is because obviously we lost Monday because it was New Year's Day, so I didn't do any orders. But I try and do those on a Monday because I'm at home. So it was so nice just to be able to sit, chuck something on YouTube and diamond paint. I absolutely loved it. Let's get these 2 A's. Can I tip out 2? Yes. Sometimes I can. So yeah, I had a really, really nice break. A big shout out to everybody who wished me a happy Christmas. I hope you did too. Again, love to Villica, bless you. Never easy, and especially not because it's the second loss for you in a year. But I definitely needed the rest and relaxation. I probably could have done with an additional week, not gonna lie, but you know, I'll get back into it again. I'll get back into the routine. This next week will be much easier because once I'm home, I'm home. I've got nothing else to do. We do, of course, need to get this cabin finished off. We need to get flooring. I need to get the blinds. I need to get it painted. Husband needs to... Oh, why now? Why now, tape? Husband needs to insulate the ceiling, insulate the roof, but it is working much, much better for the time that I need it. And actually, I don't really have much work on now for the next couple of weeks. And then it'll even out a bit. It's just the Christmas period, you know, right before Christmas and right at the New Year. I tend to get a lot more work in because everybody wants their nails doing at that point. But it should slow down a bit. This weekend should be, this next weekend I should also not have anything in. And I definitely want to try. I didn't get to do it this week, you know, and I said this last year, not last year, the year before, obviously because we're in a new year now. I sort of said I want to make time to have at least an hour a day diamond painting just for me. It just doesn't happen sometimes, you know. And sometimes I come home from work and the last thing I want to do is diamond paint. I just want to curl up with a book or, you know, watch TV or whatever. But I'm going to do my best. And I feel like this year is going to be phenomenal. It's all about growth this year. So there we go. I managed to fill all of that time doing that one section. So I'm now going to go off. I'm going to clear my table and get ready to do this kitting up. And literally, you know, I've now got, that'll be 3 videos that I've done today. So I'll have plenty for this week. Now, please bear in mind, this video will go up today because I'm going to do that now. But the others may not go up in order and they may not go up on particular days. It may be that at least one video will get postponed until the following week. So just bear that in mind, you know. I like to make sure I've got plenty of time. But that is it from me. That is another section done on this canvas. I literally, this is how much I've got left to do, so it's not that much. So the plan is to get this done this month and then I can concentrate on other things. So that is it from me today. If you have liked this video, please do give me a like. It really helps build my subscription because every time you like a video, it gets suggested to more people who like similar things. Also, please do hit that notification bell. It will tell you when I've uploaded a new video. And just have a fabulous week, everybody. I hope you get everything that you need and that you're having an enjoyable year so far for where we are in it. And I will be back very soon. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye bye.